Is There More to Life Than What We Know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at OurJourneyOfLife.com.
Okay, we are here. I just got to take this off. Hi, welcome. Welcome, world. Happy Monday. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. Take a breath. Take a breath. We're going to ding our bell and get started. Remember, it's a Monday, so we enjoyed our Saturday. We enjoyed our Sunday. Sundays have a different energy to them. And then Mondays, we wake up and we're like, oh my God, it's a Monday. But you know, it is a matter of perspective. It's perspective. So we can wake up in the morning, and I know we've heard this from every self-help guy and girl, and it's a lot easier to say, sure, let me just wake up and jump out of bed and thank my life that I'm up every day working for someone, working for someone else just to make that paycheck. I have to clean my house. I have laundry. I mean, I went to Sunday Fun Day instead of doing my laundry, Monday night. Hopefully I'm around for your laundry. It's perspective, All right, we're going to talk a lot about that today. Perspective, opinions and judgments and expectations about how our life is going so far and how that affects us every day. All right, here we go. Here's our bell. This is meant to teach us to listen and to enjoy the moment and to bring us into the presence. So when you hear the bell, all of the stuff that happened today and all of the stuff that's happened in your entire life, that's not right now. Everything that's happened up until your life, that's not right now. Just carry it away with the sound. Just let it go for a second. Trust me, it's there when you want it all back. It's not going anywhere. But just for a moment, give yourself that little break. Just let it go for a second. All of it. All of the frustrations with family, anger at the stuff and the past and the trauma, and we've all got trauma. Just let it go for a second. You'll feel that load get lighter. Here we go. I like to carry it away with the sound. The interesting phenomenon about sound and physics is sound never stops vibrating. It goes. So that's why I like to throw all my stuff into it. I'm like, all right, I'm giving you everything, sound vibrations. And they take it to the ends of the earth, past the earth, into the sky, into the other planets, and the universe will figure out what to do with all my stuff because it's a lot for me to handle every day by myself. All right, so the cool thing is I have Sarah with me today, and I actually have Carrie who popped on for a reading. And you know what, Carrie? We're going to do this reading right now. I'm not even going to make you wait. We have a crazy, great, awesome show. I've had a lot of downloads coming through, considering my energetic environment has shifted. There's a lot of energy going on right now. You're probably all experiencing it and all feeling it. So keep that in mind that you're not alone. So we're going to bring Carrie on for a reading, and then we're going to bring Sarah on right afterwards. Actually, I'm going to bring Sarah on and then Carrie. Carrie, are you good? Wait a few minutes. All right, awesome.
Hey, Kristen.
Hi. All right. Sarah, happy Monday. We did it.
Happy Monday. We sure did.
Me and her were talking. We're like, Mondays are tough. We enjoy our weekend, but then we get to Monday and we're like, I don't know, do we really want to do this? But you know what? We're here because it is spiritually, vibrationally healing for everyone. Me, you, her. We always feel better after we do this.
Absolutely. And it is all about perspective, just like you said,
Yeah.
Really, I take that morning time and do the meditation in the morning, and that gratitude. Awesome. Yeah, it really does start your entire day completely different if you skip it,
All right, everyone, you heard her, okay? And I would love to say I do the same thing, but I don't. So I am going to 100% follow Sarah's advice, and I am going to, I have to, because my morning does not start out right if I don't give myself the time to find some sort of meditation. And it can be what do you do for meditation? What do you do in the mornings?
Honestly, I just clear my mind, and I do about 15 minutes of just looking at like things I'm going to be doing for the day and taking a different approach to them. Like, thank you for giving me the different perspectives that I'm going to need for this project. Thank you for giving me the different, you know, the patience I'm going to need for this project. You know, I think about different things because I don't always have those tools in my belt. So I thank myself for them ahead of time. And then during the day, I find that they're already there.
Okay, that's good. Because I don't do that. And I'm really going to I'm going to really impress on everyone to listen to Sarah right now. And I say that because there have been times when I've refused to get out of bed because the tasks that you're talking of are so overwhelming to me and my perspective is off. So the words I'm saying to myself are like, this is a lot. You're not going to be able to do this right. Or you got to deal with some jerk who is probably going to be rude. You don't know what's going to happen. And then I just got I just want to go back to bed and have a different life on a different planet somewhere else. And the truth is, I think there's a whole lot of people who feel that way. Cause I can't be the only one who's waking up why am I awake right now? All right. I'm sorry. But I know, Sarah, because there have been times when I've been really good with my practices like you're talking about. And it sounds like, do you do this every morning? Because I'm so proud of you. Oh my God.
Yes. I do it every night too, because every night I do sit there and I was not good at meditation at all, Kristen, my entire life. I mean, my dad, starting when I want to say 13, was the one who told me that I should get into martial arts, and I didn't listen to him. He told me I should get into meditation. I didn't listen to him. He told me I should get into working with chi, and I didn't listen. All these different things, and I'm like, psh, what do you know? What do you know? Didn't listen to him. Come to find out, all of these things are the things that I should have been doing my entire life. And when I come to him now and I'm like, you know what I love doing? I love meditating. He's like, I'm going to kill you. I was, he's like, I'm like, meditating has changed my life. He's like, really?
Well, that's amazing. Cause I know you told me that your parents were, I think, Catholic or very religious. So to be blessed with parents who supported you in such a thing, my mother would tell me to meditate, and then I'm not going to talk about my mom, but she wasn't quite maybe not as supportive as yours. But it's really amazing because your parents were, religious. So the fact that they gave you this gift and that they're supporting you now. I mean, if I told my dad I'm going to meditate, I think he's grown a little bit in his time frame now. But before it was don't talk to me about this. It's insane. So, but Sarah, I really, really think y'all and everyone who's listening, if this is just one thing you can do this week, it's wake up in the morning. Sarah, tell us what you wake up in the morning, think about what we're grateful for. So for example, I had a crazy day, and you know what, had I woke up and been guess what? You're awake. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to feel strong. I don't know. Tell me how to do it. What do I need to say to myself?
Well, even with the bad things, because we all have really bad days, right? And when the bad days come, I lay in bed and I think about the bad moments that happened, and I look at them and think to myself how they could have been so much worse. Yes. Oh, yeah. And what about those moments I'm grateful for regardless, So for example, if the refrigerator breaks, that's stressful, but I have a house and it could have been a lot worse, There's so much more to be grateful for, So I try to put things into perspective like that.
Yeah, I think I feel, I don't want to go with I think, because that's, I feel that something I've been practicing is that when I feel that vibration of chaos coming in, and it's like choking, and I can't breathe, and I feel that anxiety. I've been feeling it, and I'm like, where is this coming from? This like weird feeling on my chest. I'm like, can't catch my breath, and I don't know what's happening or where I'm going, and I think I might have maybe glitched into the future or whatnot. I really have been trying, and I'm going to talk about this today on the show because I noticed it more today, pulling my energy back inside my body, because I was projecting my energy outside of my body and all the things that could go wrong and all the things that are happening and what he said and she said and where I'm headed. And when my energy was all out there, I was like I couldn't catch my breath, and then my mind started going. And when I pulled my energy back in, and I was like, I'm just going to focus on walking. I'm going to focus on breathing in and out. I have 2 arms, I got 2 legs, I got 2 lungs that are working. And, you know, when I did that, and they do say there's walking meditations, I was able to kind of feel, you know, the sun on my skin. And I was like, that feels nice, you know? And then I was feeling like the wind blowing through my hair. And I was like, oh, wow, that really feels nice too. You know, so I wasn't like, the entire world wasn't collapsing in on my soul. I was taking it one itty bitty little beautiful thing at a time, and then focus on gratitude for the week. Focus on the things you're thankful for. So if you're feeling weird, if you're feeling, you know, if you feel that, I think you got to feel it first, because sometimes if it overtakes you and you get caught in this kind of chaotic storm, before you know it, you're like, I'm going to die. Like, forget it. Just end it all. So we want to try to catch it the moment it like physically hits your body and you get this like, I'm not feeling it. Like something's off, you know, instead of being like, stop, pull yourself together. What's wrong with you? Everything's fine. Like beating yourself up that way is not the solution. Turn it into a physical sensation, feel it, and then switch into like that gratitude. You know, like you said, I think meditation, not only in the morning and the night, but I think throughout your day, right?
Absolutely.
That break a little bit. I need to do that more, you know. And
it reflects too into your daily life. I mean, you see these little shifts happen in different moments in your life too from doing that, you know.
All right, I'm going to practice it. Is it because, you know, I haven't been as good in the morning and at night, but I think it's a good idea to, I have to do it during the day, because if not, I feel like I'm going to explode, right? And I'm like, okay, it's either explode or figure out how to, you know, I know how to do this. Breathe, you know, the world is not going to end right now. You're just in a head trip, you know, and it's easy to get in a head trip these days. Our energy's very, very sporadic. And I noticed something today, because actually just before I got here, when I know that I'm going to do this show, I try to really get into a metaphysical headspace and ground myself and meditate. I should be doing it all day, but you know, I know I'm getting into the show. So an hour before I'm like, ground yourself. And what I noticed is when I grounded myself, I didn't want to check my phone as much. I didn't want to surf Facebook. I didn't want to check into Reddit. I didn't want to like, okay, let's just do mindless social media to ease my, you know, irritation in life. I found that when I grounded myself, I was trying to even go through Facebook, and I was like, no, I don't even want to connect here. And I realized that I had pulled my
connect here.
Yes, I wanted to connect here into my body. All of a sudden I was enjoying the way I was feeling inside versus wanting to satisfy because I wasn't feeling good inside. And that social media has that little glitch of, I read that meme, that's good. I saw that video, it's good. So it's really, I think, what is it, like a coping mechanism that we use not to really address what's going on. And I happened to accidentally kind of catch it, because I've been Facebook reading like, oh, there's so much going on. You know what? I need to do 12 things. Let me surf Facebook for 10 minutes. I'll think about the 12 things.
An hour goes by.
An hour and a half goes by. I'm like, I'll even look at the clock and it'll be like, you know, 8:15. And I'm like, I'm giving myself to 8:30, and then I'm turning this Facebook off, you know? So yeah,
so you don't have that internal clock anymore, Kristen. So, you know. No,
I don't. It's true. And then I realized I really realize I do it when I'm a little stressed. I was always like, social media is not a thing for me. And then I took Facebook off my phone, and then I'm like, but I'm on Facebook because of the show. But today was the first day I really realized that I put in some effort to feeling better, because like I'm also going to talk about in the show today that my energy shifted a little bit. And I was able to see things a little clearer in the last couple of days. By the way, before we bring on Carrie for a reading, I want to let you know, hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. There is a link. So if you want a reading, come on. We're going to delve into some healing, some energy healing, some readings. There's my email. I set it up 561KTO, and that's Kristen Terrell Owsley. So 561KTO@gmail. If you would like a reading, email me, and we'll make sure to get you on the show for a reading. And if you want a reading on the show, there is a link on the top of it. So just click the link, put in the comments you want a reading, and we'll make sure to get you on. In the meantime, Carrie, I'm going to bring you on. Thank you for being so patient. I can't wait to bring you on. Sarah, I think I might leave you on. We're going to come on. Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi,
Carrie.
Thank you for coming on, Carrie. How's it going? How's everything?
Been
All right, well, you know what? That's a loaded question. You know what? That bothers me. Someone's like, how's everything? I'm like, I'm breathing today. So let's be thankful for that. Like,
yes.
I don't want to lie and be like, I'm completely fine. Thanks. I don't want to do that. So, sorry, but thank you for coming on. I'm glad you're going to get a reading. Have you ever been on the show before?
Guys.
You have been on before? You've seen it?
Yes.
Yay. Okay. So I decided to do something a little different because me and her were at a reading, a whole thing, workshop that I'll probably talk about. And I got to see a few different readings. And, they were all asking questions. I don't ever ask any questions because I just allow the information to come out. But I'm going to try to ask questions. But after the reading, I'm going to let the reading come out the way it needs to. And then I'm going to ask some questions about it. So, Carrie, take a couple of breaths. Just loan your energy to me. All you got to do is be like, this girl can have it. It's cool. It just releases some energy to me. Allows me in there, in your space. Helps when I have permission. There you go. One more and we're good. Hold on. One more breath. You know what's so cool that people don't realize? That like when I tap into your energy, it's a little like taking a Xanax. It's like, it's so relaxing. Okay, there we go. It's really like, it's a very strange feeling, just so you know. Okay. Okay. She's laughing at me.
I am laughing at you.
It's a funny feeling. Okay, so here we go. I do see that it is time for a change. 100%. So if you were asking like, what am I doing? Where should I be going? What should I do? It's time for a change. 100%. So if you were looking for any kind of validation, so a lot of times like we have like a whole, like our yin and our yang. Our yin and our yang means our dark and our light, our bad stuff and our good stuff is all kind of a little bit sometimes colliding. And then if it's unbalanced, or we just know that our environment is just not where it needs to be, and maybe so what we need to do is get that yin and yang together, make those changes that we need. So the universe is supporting you in this, right? And they're letting us know that you have a lot of light inside of you, a lot of healing energy inside of you. They're letting you know that you have the power and the ability to create and mold the life that you want and the life that you're looking for. And you hold the Play-Doh machine, you hold the paintbrush. I see some traveling. I always throw it in there because when it pulls in, it's usually like, yeah, someone's going somewhere. I don't know where you're going, but there's somewhere you're going. So they're like acknowledging that you're going somewhere. And they're letting me know that you've been feeling really kind of isolated. Like everything that's been going on in your life has really isolated you, which to me just means like you've been cut off from really things that are nurturing for your soul. So maybe it's not necessarily like it's just like the things that your soul needs, like the food that it needs, the water, the nourishment, you're not getting it. And it's been so long that it's just like you gotta get where you need to go with that. You need to get those connections again, find your tribe, find that energy that's healing to you. Figure out if it's a group or a change in work or a change in environment or something. And it's okay to feel isolated, but for so long we get just like tired and cold and sad, and we don't have that like you know, a lot of times in our environments when we're not in the necessarily the healthy environment for our soul like little shrivels up a little bit, like it gets like a dehydrated fruit or something. And then when you find your tribe again, it grows again, and you feel amazing, and you start feeling good again, and all of a sudden everything will start flowing in your life again. So this is like why these changes need to happen. So something very important that's going to help you with these changes, this is very important. It's going to help you get through what you need to get through. I want you to remember this word. It's called no-thingness. I want you to like really remember, like tattoo it on your brain. No-thingness. And what that means is you have a lot going on. You have a lot of things in front of you. You have real life situations, but stop making a thing out of everything. And I can say this because I know this card very well. So I do. I know it really well, like really well. And I make a thing out of everything too. But what that means is like this person said that and it's like, well, I got to make, like, I'm going to make a thing out of it because I'm like frustrated. And then this happened and like there's so much going on. Like you make a thing out of it and you get so used to making a thing out of things, because there's so many things going on, but it's running you nuts. Like you can't deal with all these things anymore. You are at max capacity with the amount of things that you can deal with. Like you're done. Yep. And the only way to do it is to stop. And it's not that hard, but it is hard. You're the only person who can do it. And so these things are going to approach you 500 times a day. Maybe it's 5 times, but it's going to feel like 500. From the moment you wake up, there's a thing, and then there's that thing, and then there's that thing. And you're the only one who's going to be like, nah, crazy lady on the internet. I'm going to show you. Told me not to make a thing out of it. Look, it's black.
I see it. I see
no thingness, black. And that's like, you know, yeah, maybe he didn't do that. Yeah, maybe she didn't do that. Yeah, maybe this is going on at work. No, thank you. Exit out on whatever thing your brain's screaming at you about. Unfortunately, when we've been through so many irritating, annoying things in our environment's a little chaotic, we become kind of untrained. Like exactly what Sarah said, like we become untrained and we're not meditating in the morning. We're not thinking that we're grateful, and we've lost touch with our spiritual plug. Like we're unplugged from our spiritual source. All of those things, when they come at us, we become so like a habit of dealing with them. And we don't even, we're like, unfortunately, like badly trained to deal with them. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah.
So we need to retrain. You got to retrain how we're reacting to things. You got to step, and then we feel like reacting to these things, we need to shut ourselves up. Just stop. Take a step back. Before you say a word, like remove yourself from the situation and realize it's not a thing, and realize you got to get to the other side of it, but it's not worth your time anymore. It's just not worth your energy and your frustration and your irritation. They're letting me know that you're very aware of whatever this situation is. Like you're aware of everything that's going on. Like you're not in the dark. You're not lying to yourself anymore. You're not like, you're facing the reality of what's going on, and you're aware of the situation. And now you just have to kind of trust, complete and total trust in yourself and your higher power to kind of get you through to where you need to go to get to the goals that you need to reach. Oh, they're letting me know you're going to be very successful here. Okay. I don't know. They pulled some kind of lovers card and patience. I'll just give you that, some kind of lovers and patience. You know, I'll give you that kind of situation, but you have courage. I mean, at this point, they're just like letting you know, like, get on with it. You're good. Success, patience. All right. So my question is like, now I'm asking, now that all those happened, can you give me some kind of backstory on where this is? It's the first time I've ever asked anyone to do that. I feel like it's very personally invasive to ask, like, hey, so what's really going on?
I think might be a few things. Somebody that I'm dating, there's been a lot of changes with my job lately, and there's been some few difficulties with my son, and I'm just trying to take everything on.
So the sun is the no thingness. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Sun is the no thingness. And the source. So me and her
I can relate with that one.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I said I can relate with the sun being a
So can I.
nothingness. Yeah.
So, and this is why I want to start talking about it, because I think if we knew exactly what you were talking about, we might be able to talk a little more about it. So, Sarah, do you want to say anything about the sun?
Oh, it just, we were actually talking about that the other day. Like, my son is definitely my trigger. And I know for a fact that he was put on this earth to like, to trigger me. Like that is his job. He is here to teach me, to have more patience, and I am here to teach him to have more empathy. Like, it is just what we are here to teach. Yeah. So and he is a master at what he does.
Me too.
I like to consider myself like that. I'm very patient. I'm a mom of twins, and everyone always says to me, "You are just so patient." If they saw me with him, it's like,
yeah, I know. No, I know. Yeah. So how are you? So Carrie, is this relating to your situation with your son?
Yeah, there's been difficulty today, but yeah, there was difficulty today that he was being blamed for something that he did not do, and I know he did not do. So I had to go and I had to go up to the school. So yeah,
and say, hey, that wasn't my kid.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, mama bears got to protect their babies. So I was a diehard mama bear to my son as well, even though he ran me nuts, the same as Sarah said. Just when I thought he was going to do one thing, I was like, really? But I'm a better person because of that child. All the way through. Yeah, it makes me a better person. I mean, and he challenged me and still continues to challenge me more than anyone I've ever met in my life. And I know that when I've truly mastered my son, I've reached sainthood.
Yeah.
And I love him. I mean, we love him. I love him so much, right? But he tries me, like, he challenges me to be a better person. That's what I can say. He challenges me to be a better person.
Yes.
He doesn't fit into the mold. He doesn't follow all the rules. He's like, why are these rules here? I don't know that I really fully agree with society's rules. And unless you can give me a real solid answer as to why I should do this, I am not drinking the Kool-Aid, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have anything for you, So I do see a little bit with a relationship. I see patience with the relationship. So I don't see like run in the other direction. I see patience. So is that a good thing?
A lot of patience.
Yeah, that's what I see. Patience. Okay, what about the isolation? Do you know what that would be pertaining to?
Yeah, I do isolate myself. I haven't really gone out, and that is something that I need to stop, isolating myself and getting out.
Yeah. So I was told the same thing. And I just recently, for the first time, dragged Sarah out with me. And I'm like, let's go to this frequency festival. And it was like a light worker festival. And it was just beautiful. And I was tired. I didn't necessarily want to go. I would have rather stayed at home and done nothing and hid under my sheets and watched YouTube. But I made myself go, and that's why I invited her. I was like, I'm doing this. She said yes, thank God. I was so very, very thankful, even to this very second, it was Saturday, that I went. And my energy has shifted since I went. It was like I plugged into what was missing, what was isolating me. Sarah pulled an isolation card too. And I think it was maybe similar. Like it feels plugged in to.
And we plugged into each other too. Like it was like a volt charge, that we needed.
I feel better, like, so I want to say that Carrie's like, get out there. So yeah, like, fine. So, a friend of mine was like, listen, date yourself for the next couple weeks. And I'm like, date myself. She's like, yeah, take yourself out, get yourself all dressed up by yourself. If you can find a friend, great. But otherwise, go out. And that's when I went to this festival, asked Sarah to come. Next Saturday, Carrie, if you want to come with us, we're going to Happy Jupiter Dancing, so the moment that I stepped into this vibrational energy, all of a sudden my phone just started pinging. It was like the floodgates of energy opened, and the Happy Dancing, Jupiter Dancing was like, come and dance with us on the beach on a Saturday night from 6 to 9. We're a bunch of random weirdos.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go dance with random weirdos on the beach. Are you kidding? Like, I don't know who they are, but I'm going, just so you know. It's called Happy Dancing of Jupiter. If you want to come, it's Jupiter. Anyone wants to join us, we're going crazy happy dancing with a bunch of dancing crazy weirdos on Jupiter Beach.
It looks fun, you know? It looks fun and safe.
I love that. And it's like right at sunset. Like, I love
Yes. And
yeah.
they showed people like have blankets, and it's like a family event, and you know,
you can bring kids. I think you can bring your dogs. They play music. Yeah. And mile marker 55 is like in a random spot of Jupiter Beach, which is like so cool.
Yeah.
And there was like 20, 30 people there who don't know each other just dancing in the middle of the beach. Like it's 6 at night. This is what you need in your life, Carrie.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I need that. I like that. I love dance and I love music. So
okay, so come Jupiter mile marker 55 this Saturday and every Saturday. And then yes, come. Anyone who's listening, come and join us, because why not? This sounds amazing. And I will support this, whoever this is, Happy Dancing Jupiter, because I'm like, seriously, like this is what we need.
We need more events like this too, that are like free and family friendly and you know.
Yeah. So then there's the Lake Worth Beach bonfire. It's actually this Friday. So I can't make it this Friday, but I will be there 2 Fridays from now. So if you want to come, Carrie.
Actually, this weekend, I can't make the dance, but this weekend I have a graduation party for one of my friends. Yeah. But I wanted to go to the Lake Worth because I've never been to the fire on the beach. But that Jupiter, the dancing sounds cool too.
So it's every Saturday. And if I like it, I'm going to go for my own mental well-being. Like I have to do things like this otherwise I'm going to sit at home or do something I don't want to do, or be in isolation or wallow about my life or not get dressed. I got dressed. I put a little bit of makeup on. I got clothes on. You know what I mean? Like I went out, like I interacted with humans that were like good energy, not like my same kind of the same energy. And it's been night and day difference. So I hope you come. Just email me. You can see 561-KTO. I should have put my phone number on there. Email me. That way you feel like you're meeting someone there. You're not going by yourself. Bring your kids. Yeah, let's just go. Let's do it. I invited my girlfriend, Kendra. She's all the way south, so she may come too. And I was like, everyone on Facebook, just come happy dance with us. Go to the bonfire with us. It's free.
Happy dance with us.
Yeah, and I'm dance with us. So I'm not that far from Jupiter.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to see you then. And me and Sarah are going this Saturday to scope it out. But what's so cool is like, they were like, we got doctors here, and we got me and Sarah, you know, we're gonna see. I'm gonna stop talking about this right now. Yeah, we're gonna meet some dancing doctors up in Jupiter. You never know. You're dating someone, so you can't meet any dancing doctors. You know?
Can't meet anybody, Carrie.
You know, I don't know. Maybe.
I know, Carrie. We're all in the
it's time for a change. So
we'll see. It's time for a change. I'm with you, girl. I'm so with you. So stay with us, stick with us. Like, come, like anyone who's listening, please come and join us. We all need it. We all need to stay together. We're better together. We're happier together. Yeah. You know? So what about traveling? Are you actually traveling anywhere?
Yeah, I might be traveling to Atlanta, but I'm definitely planning a trip to go to Puerto Rico in the spring with my best friend. So we've been talking about that, and I think that's what the trip is coming for.
Yeah, because it's, you know, I do like that I'm asking you questions. Most of the time, the traveling card, I haven't seen it be wrong. It's most of the time there is someone going somewhere, and I like to confirm that it's accurate, you know? Yeah. Because it's such a random card. Like, what does it mean? You're going to be traveling. Great. Thank you. But it pops up.
Yes, I need to.
You're going to be going somewhere. Good luck. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, Carrie, thank you so much for joining us.
So much as well.
And here's my email, 561-KTO. It's easy, right? 561-KTO@gmail.com. that way, at least we can exchange numbers. And I just don't want you to feel like you're going alone. I want you to meet us. You know what I mean?
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Keep in touch. Let us know how everything goes. Thank you
No.
for joining us. And also, everyone who's listening, please like and subscribe. I'm really trying to get people like onto YouTube and onto other venues and just, because YouTube is a little more than Facebook right now. So like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Share. That helps. Okay. Bye, Carrie.
Bye, Carrie.
Bye. All right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm not gonna. Doctors, they were like chiropractors. They're all dancing in the beach. I'm like, my brain is like bonfires, and oh my God, and dogs. People bring their dogs, and they had a whole music playlist about what they're gonna be playing. I'm like so excited to go. And the person messaging me back seemed so sweet and so nice and so kind. And I'm like, okay. All right. So guys, if you're messaging me, I'm not that great. Oh, here we go. Okay. Click the link. I wonder who said, did you I wonder if Joseph said that. So someone said, click the link, which was so nice. I think Joseph did that. Oh, and I have a private chat that said, okay, I'd love a reading. Okay. So Sarah, all right. So I want to make it a little weird for a little bit. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm down with weird, so go ahead.
No, it was weird. I've been feeling, so ever since we hung out, obviously I think like you jump started all my energy again.
Awesome.
It's so good. When lightworkers hang out together, we end up like jump starting our energy and like flaming it up. And since we've hung out, now all the messages are like getting downloaded. So what I was told is that obviously there's a lot of people who might think that we're completely nuts for thinking this way. Like they're like, who are you talking? You're not talking to anyone. So I thought, okay, so how, because they're talking. All right. So let me ask you, do you know and feel that they're talking just to you, or do you feel like they're talking to like everyone?
Oh, I think they're talking to a lot of people at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking to like a lot of people.
Whether other people are listening is another thing also, you know.
So this is the message I'm hearing as well. So there's a lot of people that are like, who's talking to us? God, aliens, angels, like, huh? But I feel like if you're listening to this show, you know that there's something talking to you. What do you think it is, Sarah?
Oh, well, I mean, we've had this conversation many times.
Oh, I know, but now we're live. So what do you think it is?
So, I mean, there are definite higher beings, and they all exist in my eyes.
They do, mine as well. So let's start there, friends. There are higher beings.
Open that door.
Let's just go a little slow before we tell you, aliens are communicating. All right. So, but here's the thing. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm going weird. So like the U.S. government has not fully agreed to allow them to communicate directly to us. They have had their reasons because mass hysteria would have us go buy all the toilet paper. Like a couple times they tried a couple things. We bought toilet paper. Come on, humans.
That is true, actually.
We didn't buy food.
Yeah.
We bought toilet paper. I'm just saying, we did. So whatever. The U.S. government, not only U.S. government, but collectively have decided for whatever reason, unbeknownst to us, that they do not want this like common knowledge out. They just don't want it. So what these higher entities have done to surpass or bypass, earthly human laws and rules is they don't need the government to say this on the TV. They're communicating to us directly telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. All of you. Now, people are like, all right, they're crazy, but I just want you to just realize that, they put little bits of thoughts, intuitions, hunches, feelings inside of you. And it's gentle. It's not forceful because we always have free will. So they're not going to be like, go do this now. They're not. They're going to be like, hello, excuse me. We didn't mean to bother you on your lovely day, but you might want to take a left here because there's a lot of traffic that way. Your GPS is like, take a right, take a right. And you're like, why am I going to take a left? I want to take a right. And they're like, all right, we're just saying like you might want to take a left. So those of us who study, because we've realized that there really are strange, unknown voices and communications that are popping into our head that we are not generating ourselves. I know that I'm not generating a lot of the thoughts that pop into my head. They're coming from other sources. I just learned that today is not the story, but I learned that by being shown that the communication is not of my own. So I have trained myself like you would train yourself in Kung Fu. You would train yourself in dancing. You would train yourself at work. You train yourself in your job. You train yourself to know, plants. Or if you're a kid, you work with kids, you train yourself to know kids. We work in metaphysics. So we've trained ourselves to hear these voices. Yes?
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So see, she hears them too. It's not just me. No. And there's a lot of people who are hearing them in our metaphysical community. I mean, there's a ton of them, but there's a ton of people who are like, y'all are weird, but guess what? Even though you think we're weird, they're still talking to you, whether you want to admit it or not, whether you want to listen or not. It's the weird feeling that you get when maybe someone walks near you and you don't think that they have good intentions for you. You think that's your intuition. Your intuition is them going, hey, yo, back up. These people are weird. You feel the energy. You need to move in the other direction. Grab a gun or something like that. Maybe this environment is not healthy for you. You need to move on. What do you think, Sarah? How do they communicate to you?
So for me, they definitely communicate telepathically. But for me, I also do see them. So that helps
you.
Yeah.
So how do you see them? Do you see them in dreams, in your third eye? And when you say see them, because I've seen them too. We both have a similar story about being taken in a ship. Oh, I told you we're getting weird, guys, because
yes,
we got to start talking about it. We're making a documentary about it because we're not the only people that have experienced this. We're just really trying to bring it to you so that like the science of physics and science and metaphysics all begin to go into one. And guess what, y'all? Google it. Russia's already researched this stuff for years to come. China's researched this stuff. This is all already being studied. Look it up if you don't believe me. Is that your son? Hello,
yes,
son.
I'm so sorry. Like,
it's okay. Does he want to pipe in and say hi?
No, he just wants to come and interrupt.
What is his name? I can't wait to meet him. Hi, Jamie.
He's my 17-year-old, soon to be 17-year-old, 3-year-old, Say hi to the entire Facebook world, Jay.
Hi, Jamie. Hello. Welcome. I can't wait to meet you. Jamie, by the way, 100% communicated with, just so you know. He has a lot of communication coming through to him. Do you know why? Because when he's got more of a simple mind. So when people like my son who has a little bit more of a simple mind, meaning they're not overly intellectual.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing in his mind telling him that that's not true. There's nothing in his mind telling him, don't listen to those voices.
Oh, there's nothing in there talking at all, ever. Like, it just is wide open.
It comes right through. Exactly. Yeah. So guys, this is so important.
It's so quiet in there, like all the time. So the messages have to just be coming through. But he probably just is not like as receptive to hear them, though. Is that, you know what I mean?
He hears them. He's just not intellectual, like to the point where he feels the need, because it's weird that he knows this. He doesn't even have the concept of that being weird. He's just a straight channel. Like,
yes,
I know it's different. He's just a straight channel. Like, what's so beautiful is when we don't have the intellectual, analytical concept of what's right and what's wrong, we don't have the block that blocks their messages. So the majority of us are like, that's weird. That's wrong. probably the devil's talking to you. So when the messages come through, which they're coming through to everyone, it hits our brain and we're like, nope, moving on. Nope, put on the TV. Nope, not going there, weirdo. Like, oh, I knew that person was going to call. Ew, that was weird. Moving on. Because we have that like, that's weird. That's wrong. What the heck is that? I don't really care. This is weird. What's that going to help me to know that weirdos are talking to me? But y'all, if you were to just for a couple weeks or a month, be like, okay, I'm going to like just test out that there's these potentially weird communication coming through to me. And just, this is what I did. I finally was like, hello, like, is there someone there? And I thought I was nuts, right? But then when they started talking back and showing me that they're talking back and then just like the other day, I'm with her, we're trying to throw a ball into this little hoop to win money. She throws it. I throw it, nothing's coming through. And so then I say to my guides, I said, all right, come on, guys, step in. Come on, step in. What did I do?
You got it in.
I mean, it was like, it went right in.
Right in.
Because I don't have the thing in my head that says that can't happen. So they were able to come right in and swoosh that ball. Cool thing is they can come in and do anything you want them to do. Guys, it's like a whole resource, a whole network. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Like, yep. I live in a science fiction movie. My life is so weird and fun and cool and different and like crazy. And I play with these things all the time, whatever they are. And then some people are like, oh, there's some bad stuff. Now, okay, so what do you know about the darker stuff? Because, they put thoughts in your head too. So it's not just the light beings that have access to your thoughts. Go ahead. What you got?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, there, we were talking about that too. Like there are addictions and there are, the nagging thoughts and the darker thoughts of like, why me? And, stuff like that. But I do think a lot of those are planted. And a lot of those
planted.
Yeah, a lot of those like
I watched them get planted. So I want you guys to be very aware of that. I don't mean to freak you out, but go on, Sarah, and then I'm going to tell you.
And a lot of those are the darker entities and darker beings that haven't yet left the earth too. A lot of them are deciding to stay here, and so what I try to do, like with situations like that, is just kind of once you have to you almost literally snap yourself out of it and go, wait a minute, that's not mine. Like, hold on, right?
Did you hear that? Wait a minute. That's not mine. Where did that thought come from? Exit out like an Amazon. X that thought out, guys. When you have a weird thought that pipes in that's like, you're not good enough, you should die, or you suck, or you're ugly, or you're not smart, or your boyfriend's cheating, your husband's cheating, you are gross. Like whatever those thoughts are, whatever they are lies. They are false. They are not yours. They do not belong to you. So that energy does not belong to you. Stay vigilant. Stay aware. Stay in a meditative state. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, right? And we're like, what does that even mean? It means do not allow those false lies and the false thoughts to root in your head. And if they do root because you're busy, distracted, tired, drinking, on caffeine or whatever, and the thought gets implanted, the moment you realize, oh, no, whoopsies, that weirdo thought got implanted, exit out, it's gone. It's that fast. But if you don't recognize it and it roots, the next day, I'm just not good anymore. And the next day, I can't do anything right. No one is going to ever love me again. I may as well just jump off a cliff now. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. I may as well drink it down a bottle of alcohol and eat 12 pizzas. And it just spirals because, because you let that one little root, the false lie, the collective darker energies, thoughts stick in your head. That's how dangerous it is.
Absolutely.
That's how dangerous it is. And it's all false. So what I like to do is the moment I catch it, because it doesn't happen like sometimes, when you're really like super primed and you've been practicing really well and you've been doing your meditation studies every day, it's a lot easier for you to recognize those chaotic thoughts. And I call them chaotic thoughts because I call them all generated from the chaos maker. I like to call it the chaos maker. And I put it in a big, giant chaos maker. And what that means is it's just always trying to mess with you. And we could talk about where or why, or our theories that there's some lower, like she said, lower energy, beings. We have higher beings. So why would we not have lower beings? The higher beings are like, you're amazing. You're so great. You're the best thing on the planet. You're so beautiful. You have
so great work. Yeah.
You're so grateful and we just love each other and everything on the planet is amazing. And you're just like, oh, Allah, I feel so good. And that is a choice if we want to hang out with those folks, which we do. I do. I want to be over there because it feels so good to be like, okay, I'm all right. The universe has my back. My finances are taken care of. My job is taken care of. My kids are fine. Everything is perfect. Things couldn't be better. Perfectly imperfect is just fine. And then you got the other side that's like, I am a complete failure. I have not done what I need to do in my life. I have made 1,000 choices that are wrong, right? So we just, again, you've heard it since the dawn of time. We have a black wolf and a white wolf. We have an angel and we have a devil. Which one are you feeding? Which one are you listening to? Which
one are you feeding? Because the more you say it, the more you bring in that to you. So the more you say, I don't have enough money, then that's what you're bringing to you, Yeah,
then okay, cool. Then you're right. You don't have enough money.
You don't have money. Yeah. You just keep on bringing that into your life.
Yeah. Then if you feel bad for not having enough money, then what kind of failure are you? You're not going to make this world. And then it just gets worse where you want to go literally suicidal. It's very, very easily to switch into, I don't want to be here anymore. Yep. I want to die. This sucks. I don't like this earth suit. And please keep in mind that what I like to do is I like to say, this is not my energy. This does not belong in my field. These are not my thoughts. These are not my words. And this is not my energy. Please remove it from my field. Now, I would like you guys to also realize that sometimes, sorry, it's your neighbor. Your neighbor probably is feeling terrible. Well, you live next to each other. They might be walking by your house, but you just catch that energy stream accidentally. You're watching some weird thing on the TV about death and murder. This guy's walking outside, death and murder. You take it off the TV. You wake up in the morning like, my life is terrible. And you don't know why. Energy, it's all energetic. So the moment you're like, wait, I feel weird. I can't glitch into this meditation and gratitude, which is what is so important, what Sarah said, because when you have gratitude, it's like a shield. It's like a force field around you. Because when you're so thankful, you know what? I am so thankful that I'm here. I'm so thankful that I'm putting in this time to feel better about myself. I'm so thankful that I got myself here, Sarah, on a Monday and that I'm talking to you. I'm so thankful that I get to hear the wisdom coming out of your mouth. I am so thankful that and we just keep going. I'm so thankful that I have a house. I'm so thankful that I have internet and I'm not in, Israel or Syria right now or whatnot. And that's how we combat. And that's how that shield gets put around us. And we're dealing with it every day. So put that shield around you every time you're feeling funny, you're not feeling well, you're not feeling healthy. And trust me, it's prevalent right now. It's global right now. If you're feeling weird, you're feeling unhealthy, you are not alone. This is not your fault. You are not personally damaged. You're not personally bad. It's collective energy and you're a part of it. Collectively.
Absolutely. Kristen, it's crazy that you just said that. Before we came on, I was doing my pre-show meditation type thing. And one of the things that I channeled was you and I were talking about the energy, collective energy that has been so heavy lately, and how I kind of felt like I was in a video game, just kind of walking against the wall like this and not going anywhere. And, I had asked, is this energy going to be changing anytime soon? And what I was basically told is that we needed to have patience right now, and that we needed to hold space for ourselves. And I was like, I don't really understand what that means. I've heard holding space for another person before. And, you know, I said, it came right out and said, I don't know what that means. And I said, you might have to explain this to me later on. But
so I'm going to tell you right now that the only thing I've been able to do is practice holding space for myself right now.
Oh, so you know what? Okay, you can tell me what this means then.
I was just told because I've not been able to do anything else at all.
Okay,
normally
I was just told that we need to do this. So what does this mean?
Yeah. So holding space for, okay. So the first thing with holding space is, remember, anything that's not making you feel good, that's not making you feel healthy, and collectively the entire planet right now is kind of like pressuring in on itself. There's so much death, pain, destruction everywhere, and we are globally connected. So that energy is pressing in on all of us. So people who used to be able to rebalance and feel so good, it's like, okay, I had a bad day, but tomorrow I'm fine. We're not rebalancing. We're not resetting. We're not connecting to our guides like we used to. So what we have to do is create space around ourselves. We have to create the space. And
like so kind of expand our aura.
Expand our energy. And like your gratitude is a force field. It does help, but gratitude is one particular force field. But another few that come before that is, for example, if you're okay, so it's a little, you guys can handle it. If you're in a constant state of the past, if you're living in the past and all the traumas that happen and the pain that happened and that this person did that to you and this person did that to you and you just hate what this person did to you, your force field is weak because you're opening yourself. So you're not holding space for yourself. That's the opposite of holding space for yourself, when you're allowing that past to invade your personal space. Now, if you're so concerned about what's going on in the future, what's going to happen tomorrow, what's this guy, is he going to call me? What's my job going to do? Am I going to have enough money to live? Is the world going to collapse? Are we all going to die of a virus? Is World War III coming? That is the future crushing you in on the other side. You're not holding space for yourself. So we have the past crushing in. We have the future crushing in. So it's I'm telling you, it's right here. Oh, right here, right? It really is, I swear. So you gotta hold space. You have to create that space. So I'll even create the space in this house. I'll be like, all right, the past, you're not allowed in that wall. The future, you're not allowed in that wall. You are not allowed in my space. And they are not allowed in. They're not allowed in here. And then from there, okay, the next thing that we live in is in a state of non-acceptance. So we live in where we are not accepting reality right now. What that means is we're not accepting ourselves. We're not accepting the way we look. We're not accepting our jobs. We're not accepting our lives. We're not accepting our finances. We're not accepting the world. We're not accepting anything, right? So we're like, why are my finances like this? My job sucks. Why did I have to deal with this? Why do I have this person here? Well, if you're doing that, this is crushing in on you. You're judging everything. Thou shalt not judge. Forgive them, for they know not, right? So we have to, reality is your finances are exactly the way they are right now, and it's okay. Sorry, but it's okay. If you don't like it, fix it, take your steps right now. So when that crushes in on you, right? And then your lack of gratitude. So that's where the gratitude comes in. When you handle your past, you handle your future, you handle lack of acceptance, you handle expectation. These are the things crushing in on you. When you manage to get those away from your personal space, then and only then are you really allowed to use the power of gratitude, because you're not so vibrationally tanked on the bottom of the earth. It's hard to be thankful for something when you think your finances are burning up in flames.
Wow, that's crazy. That's totally crazy, because they said to me that this is a time period about learning the lesson of surrendering, of complete surrender, so that you understand what being at peace with surrendering is. And you can only learn that by going through this. And I'm like, okay, so that to me is totally is what you just said. Because you have to completely surrender to the reality of everything.
Yes, it's the only way to get to the other side. Yeah, it's the only way to get there. It's the only way. And remember, you can't worry about the future. So like, for example, okay, my finances are unstable right now. So what? Yes, they are.
You have to trust,
Yes,
and
they
you have
are.
to be
It's
happy
okay.
with
They
what
are
you have.
unstable right now. They are. But, you know, for the most part, you have a house. But even if you don't have a house, okay, let's say your finances are so weak that you've lost your house. I mean, and we have houses, so we already can accept the fact that maybe our finances are destabilized, but we have a home. We can get a roommate. We can move. We can sell our house. We can shift our job. We can do all of these things versus allowing that state of non-acceptance to crush our souls. It's a mind thing, right? So if my finances are unstable, I just kind of ride that wave and I'm like, okay, they're a little unstable right now. It's slightly uncomfortable, but if I judge it like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I'm going to lose my house. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, I have to surrender to losing my house. I know that's a big thing, but I have to surrender to losing my house. If that is what the universe deems necessary, if that is how I can best serve the universe by losing my house, if that's what the universe or our higher guides or whatever it is, are like, you know what? We need you to lose your house. We need you to get on that cross.
You know that there's a bigger plan, and you trust what it is.
Plan, surrender, have faith, believe and trust. Now, thankfully, I'm just going to whisper this. When you do that, they usually don't take your house, but shh.
Yeah.
Saying. Okay, so but you have to be okay with them taking your house and then you're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, you want a mansion then? Like the moment you're all right with them taking everything from you is the moment they give everything to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The moment you're okay with everything that is in this moment, the moment everything just begins to flow because it's like you've accepted everything as it is in this exact moment. So you're completely surrendered, completely at peace. If I'm here in this home or if I'm sitting on that street corner, I am at peace. I am within service to you, universe, whatever you are. I am here for you. I surrender to the reality of what is. And then the universe is like, cool, let's get started because now we can play. What do you want? What do you need? Let's play. Let's game on. And then we work as a team. But I'm going to then take you to another level because why not? You know, let's get weirder. They put Jesus on a cross when Jesus
Kristen,
said that.
I want to hear about your gratitude meditations. Like after you do, like I want to hear if anything changes throughout your days. You know,
yes,
because I'm excited to hear.
I need it 100% because that is the one thing where I like get up and I get just busy and it's just it doesn't vibrationally set my day where it needs to be. And what I just said to you is what I practice every moment that I'm here. So if I catch myself, now I don't always master it, but I'm a practicing master because I have the knowledge. So I practice mastery of my energy, right? So if I'm feeling off, I'm like, instantly my trigger warning system's like, you're off, your energy's off, you've disconnected, you're headed in the wrong day, you're about to crash, like it all goes. So I set my warning system to go off the moment I feel like something's off, so the moment I feel irritation, the moment I feel sad or depressed, in fact, irritation is number one. If I'm already hitting the sad and depressed level, I didn't catch it and I'm sinking in black, like quicksand. But it's okay. Thankfully, I have the tools to claw and climb my way back out. And I just want to share those tools with everyone else so that they can climb their way back out too. Because if we could all just stay above that sludge, energetically, we're collectively connected. So if we're all working on it, we're all practicing gratitude. We all have our past and our future under control, under wraps. We've accepted and surrendered the truth. We're in service to our higher power. Like we're just in service. So serve. How can we serve this moment? Is it by being mad? Is it by being angry? Is it by rushing? Is it by being irritated? Like how can we serve this moment. Your son came in and interrupted you, right? How can you serve that moment? You could serve it by being feeling that irritation, right? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? So we have a choice. How can I serve? You know what? I'm going to serve because your son came in to make sure we were all on check. Are we all okay? Because he's allowed to interrupt at any moment because there's no right and there's no wrong. And that is the truth of what it is. That is surrender. That is reality. There's no judgment. He can't interrupt. We're live on the internet. Who does he think he is? That's all false. Lies, judgments, expectations, false. So he comes in to make sure that we are aligned. He comes in to make sure we are present. His interruption is more important than anything coming out of my mouth.
His 3 interruptions, Kristen.
They're all more important than anything coming out of my mouth. We should have stopped and brought him on. He's the rock star here. You're like, no, we have an intention and ambition. Y'all are going to listen to us. No, we have intention and ambition. We want to make things happen. We want to control. We want to affect. No, he came in like, hey, ladies, hey, no, you're going to come in and he's going to ruffle our feathers. And we all are like, you're 100% right. 100. That's what he's here for. He's so gifted. And I know that you have him like, hi, Colin. So good to see you. It's been so long. You want to come on for a reading? Come on, Colin. Give me a thumbs up. He's so cute. I'm going to bring him on. Hold on. He's like, how do I look right now? Let's see. Hi. Is that Jess too? Hi, Jess.
Hi.
How are you?
It's so good to see you. I love seeing all your beautiful pictures all over. Y'all are the prettiest couple ever.
Oh,
You're
stop
so
it.
sweet. Thank you.
I'm so glad you guys came on. It's so good to see you.
Well, we're grateful for you. So thank you.
Thank you. Would you guys want a small little reading or how do you feel about that?
Yes, for sure.
Colin?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do a small reading. So,
Oh, cool.
all right. Here we go. Take a breath, both of you. All right. 2 more. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is what I would love to say. A couple bits of it.
Yay.
Okay, so exactly what I was just talking about, how all of us, we have, because of our belief systems and because of the way we were born, from what Jessica, your family taught you, and Colin, what your family taught you, we bring these set of beliefs and ideas into the relationship and how we feel it should be done. And this is how it should be done, and this is how it should be done. And we have these expectations. And you really, really want to make sure that those expectations are gone.
Wow. I love it.
Gone. Like gone.
Yay.
I mean, even from the moment that you wake up and, I don't know, she doesn't get your coffee started on time and he didn't take the trash out last night, gone. And what
Wow.
Sarah, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. And the thing is like what Sarah was saying, it's about also judgment. Like, and we don't mean to have this. We all have it. Sarah wakes up and her son interrupts her, or I wake up, my daughter's cranky for school. And all of a sudden we have this like, all right, she's cranky. She has this, she has that. We want to just surrender and allow this not to be a thing anymore. So the moment you feel like saying, Jess, you couldn't get the coffee started on time. What are we doing here? You're going to button it up and hug her and kiss her and be so very, very thankful that you have that beautiful creature in your life. That's it. So the moment you feel like saying anything to her and the moment she feels like saying anything to you, like the trash is here, it's been 2 days in a row, like the oil's not changed in the car, like, or you're on the phone for what, for who, for huh? The moment you think that, what Sarah said again, we're going to shift into gratitude. And we're going to say, you know what? I am so thankful that we have a cell phone. I am so thankful that he is in my presence. I am so thankful that he is well, that he is breathing, that he has his health, that she has her health, that she is, that you guys get to spend this time together on this earth with each other is the only thing you should be focusing on right now. The only thing going through your mind. So the moment those little glitches come up, reset them and go into gratitude.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
I love it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I see like a new vision. I see like a new ideas, like new thoughts, like things you want to do, things you want to accomplish. Just make sure that you're, again, 100% supporting each other. So we're not using like any kind of judgment with each other. Like, well, I don't know if this is going to work, or I don't know if that should work. Make sure that you're really supporting and trusting each other. And make sure that when you're speaking and communicating to each other, yes, we have the smiles, the loves, the love, the cuddles, all that good stuff. But make sure behind that, you're really getting to, okay, what's really going on. And it's okay, Jess, that you feel the way you feel. It is okay that you feel that way. Validating the way that she feels. And all you have to do is be like, you know what? I respect how you feel. I understand how you feel. And then Jess, yes, Colin, I understand how you feel. I respect how you feel. I love you. Thank you for listening to me. I might not agree with everything you say. You're two different people, and that's okay. But you respect that you guys have the space to share with each other. I'm going to share this with you. You're going to share this with me. We're going to give each other space. And then we're going to really talk about, again, the things we're very, very thankful for to be a part of our life. Because what happens is sometimes when we don't feel like we're being completely maybe understood by our partner, then like sometimes we like keep all of the good stuff to ourselves. Like, yeah, I could be the most amazing person that you've ever dreamed of, but I don't know if I'm giving you everything you, right? So if you're keeping all that treasure to yourself and all those goods to yourself because you're slightly irritated at something he said, something she said, remember when you go back to like being irritated, that's a judgment. That judgment came from your mom and dad. It came from your mom and dad. Is that really what you want to bring into this future relationship? No. So like, let that go. Create your own new belief systems. Remove all expectations. And that's hard, but if you could do anything, start with that. And then anytime you feel that little glitch of irritation, go into really how very grateful you are that you guys have each other. Okay?
Yes.
Welcome. Good job. So good to see you. And I want to see you guys soon. And
I want to hang out.
There's like some kind of crazy happy dancing going on in like Jupiter, and there's a Lake Worth Beach bonfire. I hope you guys come.
Yes.
Okay,
Please
we gotta
invite
do
us. I want to hang out. We want to hang out.
Yes. Yay. Okay. I will be in touch. Thank you.
Bye.
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 All right. Here we go. Okay. Yay. All right. Well, I've been talking long enough. What about you, Sarah? Is there anything else you think we need to leave our beautiful humans with today?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about next Monday? Are you feeling like you're...
Yeah.
I mean, let's do it because I have so many things to say.
I was going to say, we have a lot of topics to cover.
We have like 300 hours to get through because like our guides are like, and another thing. And don't forget to talk about this. And you got to add this and this. And I'm like, okay, do I need to write all this down? Can you just store it in my iCloud and like give me it when it's needed? So
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? Before we go, as silly as this is, I have like a couple tiny little memes because I'm trying to do those funny little memes that we have. And then we're going to move on. All right, let's see if I can do it. Oh, here's a meme. All right, let's see what it says. What does it say? I did it. I put it. Okay. Oh, apparently you become this horrible, evil person because you decided to no longer take the shit. Okay, so what does that mean, guys? That's a little brutal. But the thing is that I'm trying to say with that one is you have to stand up. You have to stand up for your boundaries. You have to stand up for your soul. You have to honor how you're feeling. So what a lot of us do, especially as empaths, is we take and we take and we take and we accommodate and we take it again and we figure out how to make it better and we figure out how to, we care so much. And what happens is then when we finally put our foot down, and we're not being rude or mean about it, we're just saying, guys, I have to put my foot down. Then all of a sudden you're not good. You're being selfish. So what I've noticed all over the internet right now, the energy is that people are standing up for their own beliefs right now. Empaths and light workers all over are finally saying, if you're not healthy in my life, I love you and I bless you on your journey. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. But good luck, guys. You're the best. Good luck out there. But I can't have you affecting and infecting my energy because I got places to go, people to see, energy to heal. And it's okay that you're not here meant to heal every single human that comes your way. Please, if the energy is not healthy for you, let it move on. That's what that meant. All right, let's see what this one means. I finally reached my it isn't even worth my energy stage, and I've never felt better. This is exactly what I mean. It is time. It is really time. When it says it is not worth energy, if someone is draining you and every time you're with them, you feel miserable, like Sarah, even someone you met recently, every time you spoke to them, it was draining energy. Same thing with me. Yep. As much, and it's not that I'm judging you. It's not that I'm judging who you are. It's not that I wish you any ill will or any negative intentions or anything. But if your energy is draining me, then it's time that I release you. Flutter on, butterfly. Find your tribe. I'm not a part of it, and that's okay. So it's all right to let those people go when it's time. Because here's our new people. Some souls get you on a whole other frequency. These are the souls we would like you to seek out. When you feel different, when your energy feels vibrant. When I hang out with Sarah, I feel like I could moonwalk because our vibrations are really in alignment. She's like, I don't even know how to word you, but my energy feels so good around you. So she's who I want to hang out with. We got to find other people like that in your life. And you know what? It's not that I got to, like, you don't want to get rid of everyone because maybe you have 50 people in your life and maybe one of them makes you feel that way. Cool. You can keep all those 50 people in your life, put them where they belong, but make sure that your soul is getting the whole other frequency because there's nothing quite like it. And then I wanted you to say something about this pineal gland because I've heard a lot about it, and I know you posted that. And I know that the pineal gland gets affected by alcohol and by medicines and toxins. And I think if it's closed, you're in a really energetically unhealthy environment. And if it's opened, you're connected to your guides and channeling, but that's just knowledge I have that's not based on any science.
Yeah, so that is what I've heard also. And one of the things I've heard that one of the first things I did actually when I first heard about it was cut out fluoride from my water. But my third eye opened up by itself. Spontaneously.
Yes. But if you were in an environment that was unhealthy and toxic for you, it's going to close back up because for its own safety.
Very true.
Yeah, because it's harmed and it can't continue to be harmed. So it'll close back up. So that's why it's so important that you're not spending a lot of time in a very unhealthy environment for your soul because And okay, look, it's all right. If you want to do that in this lifetime, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. You have 12 more lifetimes to open your pineal gland. It's totally up to you. But if you want to experience in this lifetime, totally free will by choice, remove some of the toxicity from your environment, from food, water, and humans. And then your pineal gland will open like a pine cone. And then you'll be joining our weird show and you'll have just as much information as we have because the downloads will not stop. And then you'll join our weirdo.
We should do a show on that too, Kristen, about how like our first experiences when that happened, you know.
Let's do it. You want to talk about it next week, maybe? How our first experiences?
That way anybody that is going to be going through that or that has gone, you know, is starting to go through that can kind of be a little bit prepared.
Yeah. And we have a guest on next week. She's someone that we met. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure who she is quite yet, but she reached out. She's coming on next week, so I will have some information. I think she's coming on for the first 30 minutes. And then, Sarah, let's talk about what it felt like when we both, you know, our pineal gland cones, and then shit got weird, and now here we are.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Let's do it. This was not what we thought. We're going to have an online show, but when your pine cone opens like that and you got a strange alien race maybe talking to you, you're like, yeah, what should I do now, sir? All right, last thing. Here we go. All right, so it says, y'all just wait until we take off these suits. So for those of you who are just confused about some stuff, remember, we are in an earth suit. We are an avatar. This is an avatar. We chose it. We built it. We chose our eye color, our skin color. I mean, I told you it was going to get weird over here. We chose how we looked. We chose the life we were going to have. And when we take it off, we're not going anywhere and we get to choose something next. I know that in my last lifetime, I was like a 300-pound person. I was about a 350. I was very, very heavy in my last lifetime. I know it. I see it. I feel it. I relate to those people. I love them. I'm like, I get you. Like, you're my best people.
Kristen, have you been through the Akashic records at all, or?
I mean, not formally. Weird stuff happens to me all the time. So I'm sure I've swam around in there, but not formally.
Yeah.
No.
I was just wondering if you had or hadn't,
No, I just know I feel it. I saw it. I feel it. I know that person. And I'm not sure if I think I might have been black, but I was definitely African American. I don't know, whatever I was dark skinned. Definitely. And I was, very overweight. And every time I see like my whole soul wants to work with anyone trying to lose weight and get in shape, and my soul calls to that. I want to do it so bad. It's on my list of, things I want to accomplish before I die. Another thing I want to do is create a dating events and adventures fun thing to do, because Sarah, we cannot meet people online. You can't meet people at a dating app. Come on, everyone knows it, right? So I want to have a dating kind of thing where we all go to this happy dancing. We're all going to be at happy dancing, and we have a wristband that says part of the vibration singles club. And then we know if we're all going to meet at the Lake Worth Beach at the pier on the left side of the pier. So everyone wearing this, you kind of know, is at the beach. You can come and be like, hey, what's up? We're all wearing the same band. We all know we're single. We're approachable. Or we're all going bowling. We're not trying to date each other. We're just all going to the same place and hanging out. That's how
Hang out. Things could happen naturally.
Naturally. I want to do things where we go to like Habitat for Humanity and be like, okay, we're all going to go build a house today. And we all go. There could be 20 or 30 of us. And I want us to have a little profile that says, all right, I'll be there. Okay, I'll be there. That way you can kind of secretly scope it out. Ooh, I want to meet that person, but you don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Be oh my God, that's a guy I was hoping was going to be here, But it's just organic. I really think I'm going to do that. It's on my list of crazy things I want to do. So that, and I want to get a program to really help health, body, wellness, mind, body, spirit, health and wellness collectively, because someone's like, I need a trainer. I'm like, just because you get your body or try to get your body in shape, you have to fix your mind. You have to fix your physical health. You have to fix your spiritual health. Get it all in alignment, and then the weight will drop off of you because your body will heal itself. So I want to get a program like that. These are the two things I want to do in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're right. You're going to slide right back into those patterns,
Well, yeah, because the waiter and the fitness trainer, they're charging $100-something an hour, which I dealt. You never know how to do anything when they're not with you. So you see them once a week for $100-something an hour, and then you go home and sit there for 6 days. Well, what do I do now? I don't know. I want to have a program that it's a 6-month program that changes their lives, but the whole thing, like you said, how they told you to clean out your house. Me too. I've received the same message, by the way. Clean out your clutter, clean out your drawers. If something is broken, get rid of it. If something is weighing you down, clutter, get rid of it. You've been mentioning that, you've been feeling that.
And I was told not even to have empty hangers, because empty hangers is showing that I'm missing something.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have them in the laundry, then they're okay. But to have exit, anything broken must go. Mm-hmm. Anything not organized, go.
Anything with holes at one sock, don't hold on to one sock. They would go
garbage.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it weighs down your energy. It disperses your energy because you don't realize it, but your mind's like, where's my sock? What did I do? How did I lose my sock? Why can't I keep my socks? Now I got one sock. What do I do with this sock? The amount of energy that goes into that sock or that broken pen or that shoe you have to fix or you know, and when you open the drawers and they're disorganized and discombobulated, that's a sign of what's going on in your mind. Like your home is a projection of your mind.
All the old makeup, all the, you know, extra beauty products, the
expired stuff.
Books that I've read and then not going to read again, you know.
They're beautiful books. Let them move on. Your energy is coming from channeled energy now. You don't need the books anymore.
Yeah, and that there's energy in those books that is just stagnant now. It's just sitting there.
Stagnant. Yes, good. So this is also homework. So we have a lot of homework for those listening. Meditation, gratitude, clean out your homes. We'll see you at the Dancing Beach on Saturday. There's my email.
Let's get these vibrations up, you know.
We're going to the bonfire in 2 weeks. And every Saturday, 6 to 9 is dancing. If you want to come on and get a reading, email me. And Sarah, next week, me and you are going to talk about our pineal gland awakening.
Yes.
All right, guys. Love you. Happy Monday. Bye, Sarah. Thanks for coming. Bye. See you soon. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to end it. Hold on. I gotta have my ending video. I know what it is. Here it is. Okay. Bye again.